Growing up, for me, was amazing, but also full of challenges. I grew up in a fatherless home, and so I never really had like a male role model in my life. At 14 years old, I lost a friend to suicide. I felt like I was two people. I was either really happy Sam, or I was either really angry Sam, and I would just blow up and quite destructive. So it was either the best person in the room or I was the worst person in the room. I met a friend who happened to be a Christian. Many times just remember getting in the car with him when life just got too much. I would just allow myself to cry or just feel what I was feeling, because he would just ask me questions that other people weren't asking me. My friends came down, we all went out in Southampton. We decided to go back to mine for an after party. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning at this point, and thought it'd be a really fun idea to see how high I could be thrown in the air. I then just land on a straight elbow and snapped my elbow completely. When everyone had gone home, it was just me left in my flat. I just sat there with a cast from my wrist to my shoulder and just left with what now? And this was my fault. I made a decision to put myself in this space. That friend from university sent me a message and said, "Why didn't you come to this thing called Alpha?" And I said no. And then he texted me again the following week saying, "Are you coming to Alpha this evening?" And I said no. And then on the third week, he texted me saying, "Are you coming to Alpha this evening?" And he said, "I'm actually going to come and pick you up, and you are coming to Alpha this evening." So I walked through the doors, very anxious, just could feel the anxiousness in my chest. So I was like, I have no idea what I'm coming to. And I'm just welcomed with smiles and kindness and love that I'd never really experienced before walking into a new place. I was like, this is a bit of a vibe, like I feel comfortable. We watched this video, it's unpacking the story of like, Jesus died for me. Like I'd never heard that, no one ever had told me that. Jesus forgives me for all of the things that I had done, every unfaithful relationship I'd been in, every drug that I had taken, every person that I'd started a fight with, every person that I'd hurt, like Jesus forgives me for that. But then led me to knowing that I can then forgive other people. And that was freeing for me. Holding on to hatred, holding on to frustration of the things that had happened to me and the people who had let me down in my life. And knowing that I could let go of that was game-changing for me. I'm married for 2.5 years. I met my wife on Alpha. I don't need to go and search for love anymore because I've received unconditional love. We both love Jesus. Christmas to me now is completely different. This morning I woke up, looked up at the mountains and was reading Psalm 121. And it says, I look to the mountains, where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord.